like I said, these guys they're like selling drugs in and out of the house. All you see is guys coming in and out of the house with guns and stuff. They holding guns in the air. The house needs to be investigated. They're definitely doing they're doing illegal stuff over there. And they brought her, the guy that was fighting her, she ran outside naked, and then he was fighting her outside. There's also a child in danger as well because she has a baby.
Can't no part, all you know is kick back, run up on me, back, get back, 911. Somebody's son did die, we need police on dispatch. You be with me, they why is you mad? Come and get your bag, everything's on, I be.
I ain't gonna lie, Flacco going crazy right now. I ain't gonna lie, he going crazy. And apparently it's some new developments happening in the young Scooter situation. So we finna tap in. Shout out Flacco. Keep us going, gang. Keep us going. And I see you. That boy eating right now, no doubt.
I recorded this like 4 times already, bro, because this makes me so mad. I'm trying to remain composed, all right? But this is just disgusting. So a couple days ago, the world found out that Scooter passed away. Now, when we found out that Scooter passed away, the initial reports were the police killed Scooter. But the police came out and said, no, we didn't kill him. As a matter of fact, he passed away from events that had nothing to do with us.
We're here to discuss 2 events this evening. The first being from the 200 block of William Nye Drive in Zone 3. Officers responded to a dispute with a weapon. It was advised in the call remarks
trying to say the police did it now?
Shots were fired and a female was dragged back into the location. Once officers arrived, they knocked on the door. A male opened the door and immediately shut the door on the officers. The officers then established a perimeter. During the process of establishing the perimeter, 2 males fled out of the rear of the house. 1 male returned back into the house. The other male jumped 2 fences as he was fleeing. When officers located him on the other side of the fence, he appeared to have suffered an injury to his leg. Officers rendered aid, and he was transported to Grady Hospital, where he was pronounced deceased.
We're going to get back to the police in a later video because even that to me is suspicious. We didn't chase him. We weren't in pursuit. We found him on the floor, leg already broken, femur probably broken, fractured, and then he succumbed to those injuries.
That boy Flacco ain't even showered before he did this video. That boy working. Face dried in a muff. Boy, he put in work,
He's passed away at the hospital.
Shout out
now,
Flacco.
it could happen, but it's rare. And I don't believe that young Scooter, he hopped over one fence perfectly, and then the other fence, he fell so hard and broke his leg. I think a more logical or reasonable option would be he was hopping the fence. They were in pursuit. They fired that taser, bro. He was already up there, fell down like limp and broke his leg, and that's how the impact was so hard, that he broke something so critical that he passed away. But when they said that they got a call that shots were fired and and a girl was being dragged back in the house, that left a lot of questions. Where is this girl? Who made the call? Because when the police got there, they didn't locate a female at all. So what exactly happened? Well, I found out what happened. There was no girl. There was nothing. It was all a fake made-up story. And the person who made it up is this woman right here. This is Demi Blanco, a.k.a. girl la 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 on Instagram, right? 5 laws. So she is dating one of young Scooter's homies. Now, we're not going to say who her boyfriend is, bro, because honestly, bro ain't do nothing wrong here. I don't even want to involve bro in his nonsense. So she's dating one of young Scooter's homie. Now, here's the thing. Young Scooter and his homie, they're supposed to have a kickback, a little party later that day for young Scooter. It's his birthday. She wasn't invited, though. And because she wasn't invited or because she couldn't come, this scallywag decided she was going to call the police and make a false report to get the event or party shut down preemptively before it even began, before that even pulled up.
And basically caused him to lose his life. Is crazy. Can she be charged for this? Hold on.
Imagine the type of witchcraft you have to be to call the police and make a report that flagrant at a house that your boyfriend is at.
And your boyfriend is Young Scooter. He's a rapper. This is gonna be you finna make a whole case, you finna mess up his career. You tried to mess up his life with that, basically. Bro, these girls getting out of control.
Knowing
man.
the history of Atlanta PD and private citizens, knowing how overzealous Atlanta PD is, at that point, making that call, you made the decision in your mind. You are content if Atlanta PD killed your boyfriend, as long as he ain't partying with no girls.
Exactly.
So when she made the call from the very beginning, you can start spotting red flags,
or at least to ruin his
how
life.
The story is absolutely fake.
Atlanta 911 operator 8715. What is the location of your emergency?
The location is
the cab with the transfer. 1 second, ma'am, for 273 William Nye Drive. South.
You telling somebody 1 second on 911 is kind of crazy.
273 William Nye.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
No, it's 273 William. Oh, you said 9.
And she real calm. Like, she wasn't trying to, you know what I'm saying? She not pushing the issue either. Like, somebody, if 911 tell me to calm down, it's a real situation, bro, I'm pissed. What? Don't tell me to hold on.
NYE, right?
911.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you to Cab. Hello, caller.
You're welcome.
Hi.
First red flag, you're calling to report something that took place in a jurisdiction that you're not presently in. How do you know this is happening when you're not there? Because they had to transfer her. And they're only transferring her because she's calling 911 in a jurisdiction that she's currently at. So when they have to transfer her to Atlanta to make the freaking report with Atlanta PD, that means that she's not presently there. So if you're not presently there, why are you making calls saying that a woman is being dragged back in the house and some gunshots went off?
Girls be ready to ruin your life over nothing. They ready to ruin your life. They end this man's life over that.
Fire EMS.
Actually, both. If you could say both. There was literally a shooting. The house, literally the neighbors next door, the house of the address that I just gave you, the 273. There is literally a whole domestic dispute going on. There's like 7 guys that live in this house. And
What's your name?
I'm sorry. What is my name?
Okay. Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay, so I'm the neighborhood watch.
At this point, the operator is being willfully ignorant. How is she neighborhood watch for that neighborhood when she's making a call from a different jurisdiction?
And basically, like I said, these guys they're like selling drugs in and out of the house. All you see is guys coming in and out of the house with guns and stuff. They holding guns in the air, and then it's like, I'm not sure if they're pimping, but it's the situation that's going on right now. This girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw her outside. He was fighting the girl. He literally fought the girl. I'm like,
and this is a false report. You're willing to go this far? This far? Do y'all hear her? Am I tripping? Do y'all hear her? This is crazy. This is sick.
I'm not sure what they was fighting over. If they was fighting over drugs, that's what it sounded like. It sounded like they were fighting over drugs. And then they started shooting. She had someone come over there, and they started shooting.
She deserves life in prison.
Oh, my soul.
Man, women, it don't matter who you are. You are literally watching this audio under the understanding that this is false and that she's completely lying. Now, at this point, I'm thinking the boyfriend probably already dumped her, bruh. Because ain't no way you calling the police lying like this on your current boyfriend, bruh. Now, we know Young Scooter knows.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm sorry. I forgot my mic work good now. I need to stand back a little bit. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. There's definitely people that will call and do the same thing, if not worse, to their boyfriend, husband, baby daddy. You think they would do it to their boyfriend? I mean, whoever, or somebody they was just with. Did you think they broke up? Bro, Fargo, they'll do it to anybody.
Was, moving that work and moving that weight, but she was a beneficiary of them moving that weight because she was the girlfriend at some point getting the gifts. But then you call and say, first off, if I'm the operator, bro, I'm already sensing this is nonsense. It starts off with, they pimping, drugs, drag the girl out over. It's just too much going on, bro. So they dragged the girl out, drag her back in the house, and then somebody else came, and then a gun, a shootout.
And she ain't start off saying that either.
It's just too much. Yo, and you could tell that it wasn't fluent. She was making it up as she goes. There needs to be some serious training, bruh. Because how do you listen to this story and take it seriously? I guess at some point you have to call the police to go there just to check, but yo, this chick would have been in handcuffs the second we found young Scooter dead, bruh.
But the house needs to be investigated. They're definitely doing illegal stuff over there, and it's disturbing the area.
How many shots were fired?
I would say 3. It was 3 shots.
When did it happen?
It's happening now.
Okay.
So I believe the girl is hurt.
And they're coming from 273 William Knott Drive?
Yes. And the girl is hurt because she was like bleeding profusely, like blood everywhere.
So, and it don't even, I'm done.
Okay. Do you see or hear anything else?
Yeah, she's trying to get away and they're holding her. She's being held hostage. Like they brought her, the guy that was fighting her, she ran outside naked and then he was fighting her outside. And then there was another commotion. She tried to get away. He dragged her back in the house. So now they're at the door, literally fighting. She's trying to get out. And he's refusing to let her out. And it's like 7 guys in the house.
Like, this is a sick story for your mind to come up with. What?
Give me one moment.
She senses the operator isn't really moving with urgency that I guess she will want them to. So then she adds in another detail. To make them move faster. And apparently this detail is there's a child in danger now all of a sudden. You told the story 3 times and there was no child involved. And now all of a sudden on the 4th time telling the story, a child is involved.
There's also a child in danger as well because she has a baby.
Okay, you said the female is naked?
Yeah, she's naked and she's bleeding profusely.
Bro, this is sick. She does need to go, bro. She needs to do at least 20 of them in jail. 20 of them. 20 to life. 20 to life. 20 to life, gang. You just caused this man to lose his life on his birthday because you're jealous? You're not even there. You just making up stuff. You brought a child into. First of all, you already doing domestic stuff. Now you bringing a child into it. You talking about they son? You done gave them everything in a book. They pimping. They selling. Domestic. Child would be. Child endangerment. Like you done gave him so many charges off rip. Bro, just really celebrating his party. You don't even know. He really just celebrating his party. Dang.
From her
this
head.
This the worst cop.
Can you give me a description of the male?
The male is like has like a caramel complexion, low haircut.
Is he black, white, Hispanic, or Asian?
He's black and he drives.
What color shirt and pants do he have on?
Blue, regular blue jeans and like a regular T-shirt. I'm not sure. I didn't really get the. Okay, I'm not sure if it was blue or black.
Okay, dark T-shirt. And
the operator knows she capping a little bit.
She's light skinned and she has black hair. She's probably about 5'3", 130 pounds.
So you can guess how tall she is, but you can't see what color shirt he got on. Okay,
this would be impressive, bro. To think that she's making this up on the spot as she goes, bro, creating like character descriptions. Now the person that she described was her boyfriend, which makes this even more evil, bro, and more vindictive. Right? What? Yo, you could have described anybody else in that house, bro. You described your boyfriend because you wanted them to get your boyfriend. Right? You wanted to put a false accusation on them. Now, she was about to describe his vehicle too, bro. Just in case he leaves the house and he starts driving, the police pull him over. Like, she really wanted him to get caught nonetheless, bro. But I would have asked, if you're a neighborhood watch, how do you know the vehicle they're driving? Right? Like, you know this person personally?
Okay. Give me one moment. Let me get EMS on the line.
Okay.
You have reached Grady EMS. Do not hang
Hello,
up.
ma'am. Can you tell me what they're doing right now?
Right now they're still battling. She's trying to get out, and the person is refusing to let her get out.
She had to be transferred to jurisdiction. She's not even there. How would she know what's going on currently? How are you as an operator not spotting this, man? Bro, rest in peace of young Scooter, bro. Bro, this is getting me tight.
I had to call her and let her know what happened.
Hello.
Well, before I get into that, is this a business house or an apartment?
This is a house, and I think you guys should get here quick because this girl he's really hitting her, and it's a child involved. There is like 7 guys in the house, and they all have guns. You guys need to hurry and get here before she doesn't make it.
Ma'am, we already have help organized for her. What's the phone number you're calling from? Exactly what happened?
There's a situation going on in this house. There's 7 guys that live here, and they're basically, I'm not sure if they're running some type of sex traffic. This individual, she's a 5'2", light-skinned female, black hair. She ran outside naked, bleeding from her face. She tried to go.
See how she keeps saying the details because she wants you to know she know the details. Like, because she sensing they not giving no urgency or they not believing it. So that's trying to give extra details. So, yeah, I remember the details. I'm not lying. Like, y'all got to, bro. A liar is she just,
She tried to get away.
She getting me tight
she
too,
was dragged
Flacco.
back into the house, and they're holding her hostage. And then there was a baby involved. So this situation is really serious, and he's punching her. If you guys don't get her, she's going to be really hurt.
I've never put my hands on any woman, bro. But
hey, Flacco.
Woman, some people like this, man. You see how she pushing? Go. This is urgent.
And she lying. That's crazy.
While making all of this up is sick, bruh. Sick. Yo, with situations like this, bro, you really have to start, bro. Y'all have to start examining, bro, these women like mental health before y'all start dating them, bro. I don't care how they look, bro. Yo, chicks like this is just.
They need to fill out physicals. You need all information. You need to know all type of history, boy. You need mental history. Have you ever had any thoughts of, you know what I'm saying? You got to get them a physical paper, bro.
Ma'am, are you with the patient now?
No, I'm a neighborhood watch. I'm just literally a neighborhood watch. I'm not in the house.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay, no problem. About how old do you think she is?
She has to be about maybe, she looks a little underage, but I don't want to say that. You know, looks can be deceiving. So she's roughly, I'll say let's just say between 18 and 21.
You see how she stuck that underage in there? Despicable human being, man. Despicable human being.
Somewhere between that.
Is she awake?
What do you mean, is she awake? He's beating her bloody.
Conscious?
He's beating her bloody. I'm not.
If you're watching, bro, I'm pretty sure if you seeing somebody get hit over and over like that, especially in this situation where it's a man doing it to a woman, do you know how you'll be reacting in that situation? You're not just gonna be this calm. Hurry. Every once in a while, hurry. No, you're not even gonna be able to really look at that for real. It's gonna be hard for you to even see that. I'm not watching the rest. I ain't gonna lie. She low-key just pissed me off. I'm not watching the rest of this, bro.
I'm a fuck with you. Can't no part, all you know is kick back, run up on me, back, get back, 911. Somebody's son did die, we need police on dispatch. You be with me, nigga, why is you mad? Come and get your bag, everything's on, I be